Today, our community spotlight features the Power Independent Living campaign. And this campaign is supported by the Idaho Women's Charitable Foundation and backed by the Direct Care Profession Story Advisory Committee. And Dianna Willis with LINC is going to share this. And then she is also joined by her colleague at LINC, LeAnn, who will be weighing a little bit on this, but she's going to do our professional education. So I'm going to take just a moment to introduce you to Dianna, and then I'm going to turn it over for her to talk about the Power Independent Living campaign. So Dianna Willis is an independent living specialist with the Living Independence Network Corporation, also known as LINC. And LINC is located here her office is located here in Boise. Dianna earned her master's degree from Georgetown University in applied demography, and she earned a bachelor's degree from Boise State University in political science. And over the past year, Dianna has worked on addressing the direct care worker crisis through research, community outreach, and legislative advocacy. Now, how relevant is that to some of the things that we've already talked about today and that she will share in the community spotlight? And in her current position, Dianna mentors people with disabilities to identify and achieve their goals. She consults on creating accessible communities, including the Inclusive Design Advisory Group at the Boise Art Museum. Dianna's interest in creating accessible spaces is both professional and personal. She is blind and she navigates with her current guide dog, Tegan. And Dianna's top 5 adjectives or descriptors are strategic, ideation, learner, relator, and analytical. So at this time, I want to thank Dianna for joining us this morning, for sharing her time, her expertise, her passion with us. And I'm going to turn it over to Dianna to share with us information about the Power Independent Living campaign.
Thank you so much for having me today. I am so excited to get to talk with all of you about the campaign called Power Independent Living, which has just launched this week. And this campaign has been in the works for really the past 9 months. And so this is really an exciting moment to be able to share this with you all today. And LeAnn will be providing assistance for me with the slides. And I do pause now and again because I'm trying to catch up with my assistive technology that is talking in my ear to go through my notes. And so for the first slide, LeAnn, I'll just double check with you that we have the title slide, and then we'll go to purpose.
Yes, we are on slide 1, Dianna.
Okay, thank you. And if we can move to slide 2, purpose, I will give a brief overview of the objectives of the campaign. And as was mentioned, this campaign is focused on ending the direct care workforce crisis in Idaho. And one of the main objectives is to unify and support the direct care workforce. And I'll just go over the main points right now and then go into specific detail on a few of these items as we move through this presentation. The other objective is to change perceptions about aging and disability and what it means to be able to live independently and with dignity with the help of direct care and family care. The other objective is to promote understanding. And as you'll get to experience, this campaign has amazing resources and tools to to really help educate the broader community and legislators and decision makers about what direct care is and why it is so critical to families and individuals. Because what we have learned and understand is that very few people, unless they're directly impacted, understand what this crisis means for people. The other objective that is very exciting is there are resources and tools on this campaign website that we'll share soon that will inspire action. And this is really critical right now during the legislative session and beyond. And as mentioned earlier, around 50% of legislators at the Idaho Capitol are new. And so this is a really important time to reach out, build relationships, and educate around the direct care workforce crisis. And at this moment, LeAnn will play one of the 1-minute videos that is on the Power Independent Living campaign website. And this video highlights a story from an individual named Terry and his caregiver, Elizabeth.
All right, this is LeAnn Naillon, and I'm going to press play. I have shared my audio, so it should work pretty well, but I can see Dara and Mary. So if you two wouldn't mind just giving me a visual on if it's a little wonky.
I'm not hearing any sound. I'm seeing a picture and I'm seeing the captions.
Okay, let me try real quick with my screen share. Thank you guys for your patience.
Edit videos are sometimes hard and I can't remember.
Yeah, I did the advanced file share, but just pardon my Diana, I was queued up, I promise.
And sometimes you have to choose share your computer audio.
Yeah, and I did that. You
And
guys are getting a
so
sneak peek at the website real quick while I find it on the website. My fancy embedding didn't work, Diana.
That's okay. We'll just go with the flow and make it happen.
Yeah, would you mind while I find this just telling a little bit
Yeah,
about Terry, maybe?
Yeah, I can talk a little bit about Terry is an individual who has ALS and had to, because of lack of care, go to a nursing home for a time. And through really long commitment from his caregiver, friends, and allies, he was eventually able to return to living independently at home with the support of caregiving. And it was very important to Terry as choice for him to be able to do that.
Okay, Diana, this is LeAnn. I'm happy to report. I think I have figured out my snag.
Okay, great. Thank you, LeAnn.
Yes.
You must listen to the patient and you must try to fulfill the patient's will. When I first got the Lou Gehrig disease, the first thing I did is I got a will made out that when I die, I could die at home, and I get to be with my son.
It goes down to the human condition and the love that we have in our heart for one another and the ability to get beyond any kind of differences. Nothing is worth the relationship that human beings have with one another. And when you see Terry and you talk to him, you realize all of this other stuff is just nonsense. God made us as human beings with hearts and brains. And I think we need to combine those two and work to improve things.
Thank you, LeAnn. I'll move to the next slide, which is project support and development, to acknowledge the funding from a grant through the Idaho Women's Charitable Foundation. Without their support, this project and campaign would not have been possible. And also the really diligent and passionate work from the Stoltz Group, who produced this campaign. And really, the content and purpose and mission were driven by an excellent team that we called the Direct Care Profession Story Advisory Committee. And this group, this is really a passion project, including people from LINC and the Council on Developmental Disabilities. Marilyn Sword was part of this group, along with other professionals and advocates and direct care workers. And I think that because of the passion and commitment of this group, that we're here today and launching this campaign. So just that acknowledgement. We'll move to slide 4. And so again, one of the objectives of this campaign is to promote understanding. And I'd like to highlight some of the resources that you will be able to find on the Power Independent Living website. One of the, what I love about the content on this website is that it helps frame the issue of direct care. What is direct care, and defining the actual crisis. And what was really important to everyone is to use a language that decision makers care about. And oftentimes, of course, that is about finances and money. And so part of the framing of the issue is addressing head-on the cost-benefit analysis for supporting a stable and strengthened direct care workforce in Idaho. And it also addresses head-on the contributions of what is estimated to be over 300,000 unpaid family caregivers in Idaho, and the really billions of dollars that they contribute to the economy by providing this care. And, you know, one of the reasons why this is included on the website is because that can be one of the arguments that we hear over and over from decision makers, that, you know, we don't need to put more money into this, you know, reimbursement rates for direct care workers, for example, because this is the responsibility of families. And what we already know is that families are doing the work. However, they need support to be sustainable and to provide that dignity and quality of life for their family members. So some of the other resources provided on this campaign website include the videos, the personal videos. And as you were able to see one of them, there are 3 others, and they are all incredibly powerful. And they're 1 minute, so they're really designed to, make a punch in terms of being able to share out on social media, share with decision makers, share with community members, to really start to increase that understanding and understand that this is a crisis that everyone is impacted by and that everyone needs to take action on. And then in addition, you will be able to find some useful statistics for this issue that are kind of easily communicated and can be shared to decision makers and with the community. Okay, then next slide, we will focus on inspiring action and how this campaign is designed really to support taking action and communicating with decision makers and the broader community. And at this moment, LeAnn is going to bring up the campaign website.
It is firing, Dianna.
Okay. And so to focus on the resources that this campaign can provide, there are many options throughout this website that you can go through for getting involved and taking action. And so I'd like to, for today, highlight the action items that you will find if you click on speaking out. So what I love about this section is that it provides very clear and understandable ways in which you can communicate to decision makers. There is a letter writing template and a contact list that you can use. And this is very simple, yet you can modify it to make sense for you. And the email letter is directed at the state House and Senate Health and Welfare Committee chairs, and then also Idaho Medicaid.
LeAnn, we're still seeing the website. Are you sharing the web? We're still seeing the PowerPoint, I think. Or are you on the website? I can't tell.
I'll confirm with
Dara, thank you for sharing. I've been sharing the website with you guys for a while and interacting, so let me switch that. Here
we'll
we go.
here.
Dianna, let me, if you wouldn't mind, Dianna, I'll just give them a quick, this is where we were at, and this is the speak out. And Dianna was talking about this form right here that I was filling out for you as an example. But thank you, Dianna. Well, I'm back where I needed to be for you.
Okay, perfect. And so I'll just mention a couple more things and then pass it over to LeAnn for professional development. And also on this resource under Speak Out, there is also a toolkit for social media, including photos and a hashtag. And otherwise, I thank you very much for letting me launch this campaign with you today, and really excited to get feedback and to find out how this campaign webpage is used to really impact change around the direct care workforce. So thank you very much.